All right, and we are back with the winner of today's Commander League, Week 4, with Meacham. So, bud, you're playing Mono Green Silvala.
Straight Bro Storm.
Straight Bro Storm. Bro Chacho Storm, man.
Yeah?
So, what do you do in your Silvala deck that's different than most other Silvala decks?
It's a lot finely tuned, but it's built for League, you know. It's not... I run 24 lands, so most decks run 29 to 32. Most decks, so mine's like really mulligan heavy. But I have all like the necessary mana rocks help it, the Jeweled Lotus, Mana Crypt, Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond. But other than that, man, I just mulligan until I can win turn 2, you know, get that infinite mana, and then hope to God I draw something to help me draw my deck.
Yep, that sounds like the normal green plan. So do you mind providing your deck list so we can post it for everyone to see?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. So we will be providing the deck list as well as next week we will start our winner's pod in our stream, of course.
Perfect.
So we'll have that list up for everyone to view. Is there anything that in today's game that you saw that you could have done differently?
Yeah, so I opted into playing. I tapped my Mana Crypt, so I had 3 green mana and a Mana Crypt, and I ended up tapping the 3 green mana to cast Silvala. Then I used the Mana Crypt to cast a Lupine Prototype to draw a card. Because the person after me was playing Corvold, I didn't want them to draw an extra card off of Silvala's trigger. But I had a Vines of Vastwood in my hand that I probably should have left up. 1 green mana, so I should have tapped the 2 green and the Mana Crypt to cast Silvala and left that green up to protect Silvala. Because if Silvala would have got removed that turn, then I wouldn't be able to win the game that next following turn like I did. So that was a little mistake, but luckily it worked out. Silvala didn't get removed, so it worked out in my favor, but I probably should have kept up protection, which is something I rarely do.
Yes, keeping up protection is something that everyone needs to always keep in mind.
Yeah.
Me playing Quain, I always forget and leave up counter spells, so I always have mana for other things. But with green, you have of course those Veil of Summer and Summer's Veil and different protection from that.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end it?
No, man, I'm having a lot of fun with my mono green deck. My main deck is a Shimmerzerd deck that I never get to play in League because it's not designed for League. Like, if it were to play in League, I probably would score like 3 or 4 points, you know. But mono green, it's so versatile, you know, it's a lot of fun, you know. You can choose to go infinite mana or you can just play big creatures and just stomp everybody down. But I really like the deck a lot. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Are there any things that you wish we could change about the point scaling system in League?
So I made a good suggestion to Zach. One of the points is eliminate all 3 opponents. Sometimes you don't have 3 opponents. Sometimes you're in a pot of 3. So we'll change that. But I think, I don't know, other than that, man, the points have been finely tuned for the last couple times. You know, you removed a lot of things. But other than that, I see, like, there should be more points reward for the person who kind of has a really slow start. You know, there's points for having 4 or less mana or having 3 or less lands, but maybe a point for somebody who has to mulligan down to, you know, 3 or even 2 cards would be cool.
That would be pretty cool if you can mulligan down to 2 cards, or if you have to mulligan down to 5 to be able to score.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and especially like add maybe a couple points if you win the game by mulliganing down to 3 or less cards.
Yeah, because that would, of course, be the nuts.
Really hard,
yeah.
Really hard, yeah.
Really hard. Yeah, so I could see that being a thing potentially. Well, awesome, man. We're going to go ahead and end it there. Everyone have a good night, good morning, wherever you're watching from.
Stay tuned. Next week's coming up.
Yeah, next week's coming up. Where are you in the points ranking before we...
Probably first.
First?
I was in second place last weekend. You know, I didn't have a very good weekend. Zakama kind of beat the crap out of me. But today I scored over 30 points, you know, and the other guys who were in, you know, first and second, third place, they didn't score any points, so I probably shot up to first place.
Awesome. Well, that's good, man. All right, well, we're going to end it there, and everyone have a good day.
Thanks. Later, guys.